Yeah.
Yeah, how everybody doing out there today?
Sir, yes, sir. Hope y'all doing good. Hope
Hey,
y'all
guys.
doing good.
Hey, good to see everybody and not see you. Hey, we got a hot one today. We got a hot one today. Well, I think it's hot, and we're not gonna be long. We're gonna get right to it. Welcome to Split the Difference. I'm Pops,
And I am Rich Rocky.
and again, we want to say welcome to Split the Difference. I'm gonna slow it down. Some of the viewers want me to slow it down so we can make sure we got some people signing in, but we ain't gonna hold on. Today we got a real hot topic. Uh, I think you guys are going to enjoy uh, something we went over it a little bit before, but we wanted to come back to it, and I'm gonna try to keep it where we're not all over the place. So we're just gonna deal with certain topics. Today we're gonna deal with dating then my era versus dating in Rich Rocky's era. Just to let you know, I'm in my 50s and Rich Rock is 30, so we want you to know the difference in the age. Rich, share with me. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna try to do it in segments so we can keep it organized. Let's talk about how my generation met the girl we would date, or if you're a female, the man that you would date, versus how you guys do it. Now, I'll tell you. Oh, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll take it. So, of course, today we're talking about dating and relationships, and we're trying to just see some of the difference in the older generation and the younger generation. Now, the main thing is Pops is he's telling me is easier and it's better to date it was better to date
coming off fiery, ain't it?
his generation, and in my generation is not so good to date, or is not the best dating situation or the best dating pool.
Okay.
So this is where I want to start.
I just put
how we meet.
Yeah,
how we meet.
Deal with. Let's just deal with
How we meet. I'm just
don't get my hand
out
clapped
right
ready because I'm gonna bake him.
So, I will definitely say, if you have a hard time finding your person, today's generation makes it easier, and here is why. You have social media. You have dating apps. I guess that's different things. You have more opportunity to be around more of the opposite sex. More chances to be seen by the opposite sex. It's easier access to the opposite sex than it was back then. So meeting a person, I would rather be in this generation when you say meet, because it's easier. Now, that don't mean everybody you meet is the one for you, or that does not mean that everybody you meet is a relationship type person. But today's generation, when I look at the opportunities that I have to meet the woman of my dreams, whoever that may be, I would rather do the meeting part in the newer generation, because like I said, it's easy. I have more access to social media, events, just different things that I could easily go find a woman of my choice.
Okay. You know, I think some of the things you said are great. And I think the problem that I have with that is this. You guys don't really get the chance in all of this social media stuff, because you guys are mostly dating through text messages and all that. In my day, how we met people were like, we were church, work, parties, and things of that nature, which means that you really had to have a smooth game. See, with all this internet stuff, you don't have to know how to talk. You can text. But we really
say the right thing. I mean, what am I texting?
From what I've been seeing in the texts that you guys saying, you don't even really talk. Y'all just emoji your way through it. It has no. Give credit for that.
I can emoji some text that I emoji my way through, and she knew exactly what I was saying, and it made her very happy. So it's just how you word. It's just how you. You got some slick brothers like myself that can say the right thing, and it be.
So you're a slick brother.
Hey,
Y'all heard that?
hey, y'all used to call y'allself some. Hey, I'm a smooth talker. I'm a smooth criminal. That's the same thing. I know how to say the right things and actually mean what I say to get the woman. You may proceed.
I think that this kid tripping today. He's on fire, folks. Joe, you're gonna have to start. The producer gonna have to start clapping on this rascal.
Yeah, cause hey, I'm giving it to him for real now.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you have it. It's not harder. It's not easier. I'm just saying it's not really heartfelt. How do you really get to know a person if you never really talk to them? People, you guys go on first dates through social media, not even really know, not even have heard the people's voice. That's why the show called Catfish came out, because everybody's trying to do it online. But if you go do it in person, you ain't got to worry about the cat. You're gonna know if it's a rat.
No, that's very true.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna try to hold. Let me see where I want to segue into that. Okay, to this, and I wrote down some things. Let's talk about, now that you met this person.
Right.
Well, not really met them. In my generation, we met the people. Now that you guys have TikTok, social media your way through to get to know them without ever meeting them, let's talk about, what does the first date looks like to your generation. Let me say what the first date looked like to my generation, because we were different. We met the girl. We've talked to her over the phone.
Right.
Okay, the first date. If you are able to drive, you pull up to the house. You get out of your car. You go. This is your first date. You go to the door. You ring the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
The young lady, daddy or mom, or she will come to the door. And you would speak to her and say, hi, hey, I'm glad we get ready to go. But guess what?
Right.
In my day, you don't just take off. You got to say something to the parents. See, you guys, y'all just want to pull your I'm trying not to curse. Y'all just want to pull the cars up, say nothing to the parents, take off with the woman. That's so disrespectful. In my day, we not only had to impress the female, the first person you need to impress
The parents.
was the parents.
And I totally agree with that, and that does need to still go on. But let me get on your generation real quick. How we said you be
Walk lightly.
we be you be saying we be FaceTiming, talking, and all that. Well, it done been some times where I'm trying to get to know the girl. I can't get to know her because her mom on FaceTime with me. Trying to just, she talking to me too. So to your point, not trying to say I'm talking to the mama, but the point is, we it's all like really. I try to keep the same morals. Let me just say that, but I'm gonna speak for some more folks.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I pull up to the girl, I'm going in, talk a little junk to the parents, say, hey, how y'all doing? Me and dog doing this.
Okay.
But some of these guys be like, man, her mama done been on FaceTime with me, her daddy, we all on FaceTime kicking it. I mean, I'm just gonna pick her up and keep going. They already feel like, okay, they should understand it's a mutual respect. Like you're saying, your generation, you wanted to make it known. Hey, I got respect for y'all, I got respect for your daughter. But during the pre-dating before the first date, dude done already been on FaceTime with her mama cutting up, laughing. Been on FaceTime with her daddy cutting up, laughing. He probably done already been over there a few times just partying with the family. So he already thinking like, okay, it's a mutual understanding that I shouldn't have to come in the house, shake y'all hand. Y'all know I respect y'all, and I'ma just keep on moving. Come get the girl and keep on moving. To that point, am I right?
And let me see if we have anything going on Facebook too. Hey, to that, let me say this. I kind of lost my thought. The girls today are different. Number one, I think you guys are dating. Well, see, we dated with a purpose.
Right. It's no purpose.
We had a purpose. So we when we took a girl out, we was like, it's a possibility you could be the one.
Right.
I think your generation don't care about the one. They just want to go out and have fun. So I'm saying, in my day, you usually couldn't even get to the girl house unless the girl has already interviewed you and thought enough of you
to bring you to the
to bring you to the parents.
That makes sense. Okay, I got you.
You see, but now parents now are trying to be friends. So she's on the phone with you. I never in my day,
Right,
when I was dating, talked to. It wasn't no FaceTime, none of that, to a female that I was dating, parents, other than to say hello and thank you, because they wanted me to know that they're not my friends. It's nothing
Right.
to play with.
Right.
So they weren't trying to
Yeah.
build a friendship. Now parents are trying to build friendships with whoever their daughters or sons are dating.
But can you fault the young man if the girl's parents is coming off like that? Can you fault the young man? He like, oh, hey, they trying to be my friend. Let me be more friendly to them, um, so I can, you know what I'm saying, show what I need to show. Maybe he's feeling like I need to show them that I'm their friend.
I get that.
To your point,
Well, I mean, he's just following along with what they're doing. But
what's going on?
Usually we're talking about dating, and I don't want to get off into another area because that's when stuff started going bad.
Right. Okay.
Because now when the guy lose respect for the daughter, he think he can lose and talk to the parents in the kind of way as well.
Right.
See, in my day, that wasn't. You never talk crazy to nobody parents.
Yeah.
Even if you broke up with the girl, but these jokers are cuss the parents out too now. And still, they'll break up and get back together, and the parents will let them get back together without saying anything about it.
Hey, man, that's true.
You know,
That's
so
true.
that's
But that just goes to show dating is, like you said, overall, it's just now, and I'll give you this, people are not dating for what dating is really about. And that's my only thing with this generation. I believe that the way we communicate are a lot better than y'all's. The dates we take are a lot better than y'all's.
Whoa.
Just everything that we do
Whoa.
with our companion, other than that one specific part,
hold
is
on.
better than y'all's.
You say y'all dating is better than ours.
If these people really dated for love and for somebody they really cared about, this dating era would be way much better. It would be way much better. But instead, it's a contract nowadays. But I ain't gonna get into that.
I'm so confused.
It's a contract. I'm just saying that's
you saying that the way y'all date now is better than what we did.
What I'm saying is, it's only one thing I don't like about dating today
in this dating era.
And that it is not based off love. It's based off of a financial gain, some type of.
Y'all are a generation of a bunch of tricks. Because none of y'all are committed. The guy is not committed to the girl is not committed to the guy. We were not trying to get married, but I specifically remember when we were in school, you dated one person and pretty much everybody knew. Now, you had some folks playing to the side, but y'all ain't playing to the side. Y'all letting it rip wide open.
Well, do you not know? I mean, that's a big thing now. Poly is a big thing. I mean, a lot of guys, neo.
No, poly my ass. Ain't no such thing as poly.
I mean, but the girls are going for it.
And you know what? Your mother works at a OBGYN, and she can tell you about why all this poly.
All right. Well, let's go to the segue into the next topic.
Yeah, right up there. Okay,
hit the next one, man.
Let's segue to this. Yeah, they try to run me off when I tell the truth. Let's segue. Okay,
and breaking news while we speaking about this, Travis Hunter, you just got married. You are a green bean. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Father.
Yeah. The man got married.
Green bean.
I don't know if I gotta comment on it because you said it. I don't know if I was him, due to the climate and the nature of this freaking culture, if I would have gotten married.
And the previous things that already went on with this.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. The guys don't know what they're doing. The females
don't know what they're doing.
Don't know what they're doing, man. They just acting. There's no way this is supposed to go down. Let me
go down.
You know, let me tell you this here. Who was that said, when they show you who they are, believe it.
Mm-hmm. It might have been Damian Rich Rocky, I think. Yeah.
Was it? It was Maya Angelou?
Yeah.
There is some truth to that. When they show you, not about when you hear, but when they show you and you can prove it. Not about what people saying. I'm not talking about rumors and all that, but when it's been proven, not hearsay. When it's been proven, you probably need to believe it. I wish the best for the young man. I mean, and I hope it turns out good.
Yep.
And I hope his girl don't end up on the Housewives of football or Housewives of basketball. Yep. And he probably should have talked to some of those guys because they could tell you the story, just don't turn out right. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about there. We're talking about dating. But he did date and he had a purpose. I hope it's fulfilled for him. he did the right thing. I hope it turns out right.
Okay. All right.
The kid has, from what he says, I said, sir, your morals are in the right place. I just hope it turns out correct for you. Congratulations. I will definitely be praying for you. Let's go to this part. Let me segue to this. You've been dating the girl or guy. What is a red flag or a deal breaker that I'm done? Because I don't know if your generation.
My first one now is communication. Because first I start by this. I be busy and I can communicate with you all times of the day. I text back in this, call you back in this. And I know for a fact females have their phone on them 24/7. You can't find time to call or text me back in this within a day's time. And you can be like, oh, I got busy yesterday. That's my first red flag. First red flag is the communication. If you can't communicate with me, don't think you finna get a date out of me. Don't think you finna get anything out of me.
Well, when you say communication, is some people is over obsessive with communication. So let's narrow that down. When you say communication, are you trying to call her? Do she need to talk to her 24 hours a day? Because some of that stuff is just get.
No, just if you see that I've called you or reached out to you, just reach back out and let me. Hey, y'all seen this? I'm doing this. I'll hit you back up later. Okay, cool. Bam. That's it. I'm not saying.
So this is. I want you to speak for the generation now. So would you say?
Oh,
that is. Well, you can't speak for the generation, but what?
Well, I can speak. I can say that communication is a big problem in my generation.
But you know what? I agree with you, but it's not. When you say communication, it's just not. You guys just not communicating, and I'm probably just running me all over the place. It ain't just with girls. Y'all have a communication problem. Period. that's an issue, unless it's something you want. That's the only time y'all communicate. Y'all are like to get stuff. You can communicate when you want something, and when you can't, you can't.
What?
When you don't get nothing, you don't want to communicate.
Okay, well, when the girl, all right,
I'm saying, I messed them up. I'm saying, you saying communication is the number one thing you don't got. I'm saying, your whole culture don't communicate.
Right, I said my generation.
Yeah, they don't communicate. So, and that's your thing, and that's why we
my biggest red flag. I think is my biggest red flag is communication.
That that this relationship probably not gonna work. What would be your next thing if you have another one?
Right. My next thing would be man, I see I do some deeping, man, because I just can't be out here talking to anybody. Who's your previous? And I ain't saying I'm tracking you, but like I gotta know, like if you done dealt with some lanes, we not gonna work. We're not gonna work because I tend to try to show you to different type of stuff, and if it's like sometimes some females be like, oh, it's too good to be true, and they be thinking this a fad and it's fake and all this old type of other stuff, and so it's just like you acting like a fan. She start acting like a fan, like, oh, I've never had a guy open the door for me every time I got out the door. I'm like, woman, you not really ready for a man then. That's another red flag for me. If you're not ready for a man, you ain't never been treated like a real woman. How you gonna treat a man like a real man?
But what's
you ain't ready
with
for
her saying what? Now you said something about her ex. You don't want her talking about her ex. I mean, you want to know about her ex.
No. I definitely don't want you talking about your past, because if you talking about all that, that's what I mean. Like,
okay.
if you talking about all that, you definitely ain't ready for nothing new.
You looked at my notes.
Nah.
I think this guy went on my notes. I had on my notes.
I'm him.
Because
no,
I want to say.
I know what good is. I know what good is.
Put the clap on the thing, man. Clap for this guy. Because that was one in my generation. I think we approached it the same but a little different.
Like what you mean the same? Like if she talked to somebody, or you was careful from her past.
My first thing when I checked the chick out and know she worked before I even took her home, it would take her out on a date. I want to see how she's treating the waiter, the waitresses. I want to see how she's treating everybody. I want to see how she's treating everybody.
How are you as a person? Yeah.
And I want you to sit down at the table. I don't want to know nothing about your ex. Unless he's a gangster and I need to watch myself, and if he was crazy and he was obsessive. If he was obsessive, I just need to know, because I ain't got time to watch my back. So if you said you coming from a real crazy relationship, I'm like, you ain't the one for me.
I'm good. Yeah.
Because I if you got a guy that's gonna be stalking you, let him stalk you. I don't need him stalking me. We'll holler.
Exactly.
This is the date. You know what I'm saying?
We agree.
So we'll split it on that. we didn't have it in Texas, so texting and all that. We had to write letters. When have you ever wrote a letter to a girl in your time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Hey man,
I don't
hey,
believe
I have. I done wrote a
You
letter.
know, I remember that.
I was blocked. I was blocked, so I had. How could I? And I knew I was in the wrong, so I had to. Hey, look, let me go on and straighten this up real quick.
Was you really been
Hey,
messed
but
up nowadays.
that letter was better than probably any text I ever said. I guarantee she still got that letter.
Hold it.
I guarantee you right.
Hold it.
God, I shouldn't even. I made this point. I promise you, she still got that letter.
He said that letter was better than
Any
any
text.
text he wrote. That's all I'm trying to say.
He don't want the argument.
I want it. Different. You said it came out your mouth, and I knew I was right. I knew I was right. He said it out of his mouth, the letters, and I've been saying, hey guys, let me tell y'all something. If you want to impress your girl, there's something that comes out of that pen when you put it on paper. I'm telling you guys.
That come out of that pen.
Hey, listen here.
Pen?
Huh?
Which
all pens, you know, if you're trying to be funny, that pen too. That pen too. That's probably what you got, a pen. I'm using magic markers. Hey, but I'm saying, it's something about that, guys. And let me tell y'all something. If you and your girl got something going on, go write her a letter. I bet you it change everything.
And no, I'm gonna even say this. If you and your girl got something going on, and I'm put it like this, doing anything manually is better than auto. Bro, if you have to cook something, even if it ain't good, cook it.
Do y'all hear this?
Even if you have to, don't type it, just write it. Man, anything manually is better than anything just
Thank you for
together,
supporting Old School. We appreciate you because that's how we did it. That's how we did it, man. That's how we did it.
So you believe y'all better than us because everything was hands-on and manual, and even though that is what I said, if you do it manually or do it from the heart, it's better.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I don't have to say anything. You heard it come out of his mouth. It was better writing it. He said,
I just said it was better writing. I ain't say the generation was better. I said it's better if you write it.
He said out of his mouth, text writing was better than any text. And we said this at the beginning of the show that he did not want to agree to than any text that he has ever sent. That's all. I don't have nothing. Now listen, y'all. We're not dating experts. We're just having fun, and we're just telling you our truth.
I done been through a lot in the game.
Our truth.
That's where I'm coming from.
And that's what they think it is. His generation is just a game.
Just a game. Hey man, can y'all please?
Only thing they're not worried about. Your generation is not really worried about making a happy home. You just worried about winning.
Start pleading the fifth because he ain't got no real notes. He just trying to take what I say.
He just want to win. No, he just want to win.
I'm trying to make the argument even because he ain't got no real anything to come against me. He's just using what I say. So I'm finna plead the fifth and let him.
Y'all just heard it out of his mouth what I've been saying. I ain't got to plead the case. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Now, I ain't gonna need to bring Joe in. I got a producer here because I want to know when you first met his daughter at the time. Did he introduce himself? Did he introduce himself? He did.
Hold up. No. Hold on. No, time out. We had a weird. That was a weird situation. No, I had already. We'll talk about it off camera. We gonna talk about it off camera because we was
Damien at one time was in a relationship.
It was like we had already. Yeah, it's man.
Okay. Now he got. We're really having
how about this
studio today, man.
If y'all really want to know, we gonna get us like a split the difference subscription. Y'all pay like $2.99, and we'll go have this on a after dark page, and y'all can hear about me and the producers, whatever daughters or whatever.
Now let me
story or whatever.
Look, we about to run out of time. I don't even know if we got to get. Hey guys, if you are watching this later, we really would like you to join in and start commenting
please
live,
please,
so we can have it. We got a call-in line, but we just need to get people get in. I think we're having some fun. A lot of people are telling us that they're watching it, but it's after, so I don't know if we're doing that at a bad time. I think it's a good time that we're recording. So we're going to be asking a lot of questions and see if we need to remove the times, but we're having some good time. We're going to be talking about a subject, and I don't know if it's next week, Damien. This is Rich. This is something that came up last night. Me and your mother was on the phone with this young lady.
Oh wow!
And a good friend of the family. So uh she has a kid, and all her friends have children. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to bring some more people on, and you'll see why I say after this.
All right.
And the issue came up, and I told everybody in the studio I was gonna bring up this, and I might just hit around at it.
Just tease it. Just
tease a little bit. The young lady, she's not married, but she has a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Her friends, she didn't have her kid last night. She ended up, because the dad ended up keeping the kid. So at the last minute, so she said, we was on the phone. I'm just hitting my girlfriends, and they which all have kids.
Okay.
And she said, I'm gonna see if they want to go hang out. Well, it's about 10:30 at night, and this is a young lady, and I'm like, I said, but don't your friends have kids, and they are married? You're not, but aren't they married? She said, yeah, but they all have agreed to come. I said, wait a minute. It's a problem to me. If I was your friend's husband, that's a problem to me. Now, if it's planned, it was a birthday party, pre-planned, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I said, it's not a problem. She's like, well, I guess it's not, because they all said they're coming. I said, well, when you get there tonight, tell them I want to talk about this on my podcast. I want you to ask them, and tomorrow I'm going to call you, and I want you to tell me exactly what they said. You know what she said?
Green beans.
It's not a problem.
They with some green beans.
Now, producer, 2 producers, married, been married. Would it be a problem to you if all of a sudden your wife wants to take off and go hang out at 10:30 at night? You're not going to leave home till 11. That's a problem to me.
Yeah.
What man does not see this as a problem?
And
if
you know
it's
what?
not a problem for the man, you better watch him. He got something else going on.
Hey, and then another thing.
If he ain't doing you, he doing somebody, baby.
Why, just to go with that, watch your friends too, because you shouldn't have no friends asking you, knowing your situation, to even be out there like that. Like my one of our producers, my cousin. It's some stuff I won't even ask him to come with me no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's out of respect.
Out of respect.
You just have to, you know what I'm saying?
Out of
It's just
respect.
Since you just said that, yes, it was a problem. It would be a problem.
Yeah,
Because
it's a respect thing. It's a respect thing.
Yeah.
And it's a respect thing from the friend and the wife
that's what I
to
said.
the husband.
To the husband.
You know,
Yeah.
and here's the thing. We're not even talking about this subject, but we got time. We're not going to talk about this subject tonight. What I want you to understand, every relationship is just one conversation away
Yeah.
from crossing over. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. We all vulnerable. So don't think you just that strong. Any given day, one wrong word from home and one right word from here, it can never have been your intentions. It can happen. It can happen. But hey guys, Joe, give me that music. We're gonna get out. We thank you for splitting the difference with us tonight. Hey, what I think the difference is, what I've heard is that even though you might emoji your way through or you might write a letter, everybody, the heart wants the same thing.
The heart wants the same thing.
Commitment.
Split the difference, man. Y'all heard what we teased. Y'all might want to tune in next week, because we might have it.
And I'm gonna try to bring those girls on next week.
Oh yeah.
Thank y'all.
Split the difference.
Split the difference.